The way you adjust the ramping depends on the strength of the person. For example, Kevin is very strong on the incline press, so he has a big difference between his overhead press and incline press. So we had to use bigger jumps on the incline press, otherwise you would have done like 20 sets. On a bench press and incline, he's pretty much, he's slightly stronger on a bench press, obviously, but the ratio is pretty normal. So since the both strength is pretty equal, we're going to use very small jumps on the bench press. So you could start with, for example, overhead press. You would normally jump 5 kilos at a time on each set. On the incline press, you would probably jump 10 kilos at a time per set. And on a bench press, you would move up 5 kilos at a time for the bench press. Okay, contract your traps. Good. And we can use a staggered assistance exercise here with the blast straps rear delts. You know, this is not, although it looks like antagonistic training, you could be doing a trap movement after the bench press, which is not technically an antagonist. Doesn't really matter. But the principle is just to get the assistance work done without interfering with the main performance level. And if you train hard on the main movement, you might not have enough energy left at the end to do the assistance work at the end. So the best way to be strong and stable and balanced is to use a staggered set approach. But the difference is that the staggered set, you don't have to do them after every single main movement set. You can do them every 1 or 2 sets. Every 3 sets, doesn't matter. Just get some work done. Good. Again, the number of reps could be anywhere between 5 and 10. Good. Again, staggered sets are not like super sets or whatever. So like Kevin is doing a pretty fast pace, but for example, if the weight were close to his maximum, he could like spend like 2 minutes between these. Really doesn't matter. Just as I mentioned, with the assistance work, just get the work done. It really doesn't matter how much or where you put it. Just get it done. Good. Good. That's it. Now, on this one, Kevin, for 3 reps, could probably ramp up 260, 65 kilos. But for purpose of the demonstration, I'm going to stop here. Now, his main 3 movements, the 3 main angles of the pressing continuum are done. Now, what we have left would be the beach work, if you want to call it that, which is isolation work for the main pressing muscles. As I mentioned earlier, personally, I don't do them because I don't feel the need after that many big compound movement to add isolation work on that day. It doesn't mean I never do it. It's on that day I don't do it. But if you want, you can always add that at the end of your workout. Now we demonstrated like one continuous ramp with the barbell pressing movement. You can do the same concept with dumbbells. You can do the same concept with different exercises like a push press instead of a military press, or a high incline bench press instead of the low incline that we use. So you can use several exercises. You can use close grip movements instead of the regular grip, or wide grip movement instead of the regular grip. So you have a wide variety of exercise as long as you respect the concept of moving from the upright to the flat.